same stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Let's go! Break. Mike's by four.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the run, watch the run. Undercross, 6-6. Pull it high. Get it.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Watch the shit. Watch the shit. Hey, watch the shit. Give me 2 jet bombers. Give me 2 jet bombers.
2nd down and inches. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Safety's creeping. 80 weapons. Check 45 at the mic. Look at me. Go. Check. Fresno. Catch it. You're out. 25. Check 25. Shit. Look. Squeeze. Now.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to fourth down. And this one is right through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Right up. 60 Pittsburgh. Pilot, 64, weak. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Hey, Sam off. Ready?
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run. Watch 61. Matchbox lights. Let's see. Bam. Slam. Hey. Motion. Hit it.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards there, a first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
All day. Check 52. Check nickel. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
On the ready. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Set the tone, defense. Hey, echo. Let's go. 2.
From midfield, here's Locke. He's got Evans. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Come on, boys, come on. Leo, get it.
Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Greystone, Travis. Get up.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch 85. Watch 85.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, you. Now.
On play action, lock. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
SOS. Check 9. Hey, Charlie. Hey, 1-7. Check Mike 54. Mike. Ready?
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Go now. 60 outlaw. You got bomber.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
On 2nd down now. It's Coleman, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
On the throwaway. Brings up third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
80 weapon. Whip. Watch the whip. Hey, high 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Fletcher gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Returnable now for Allen. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Set 70, Indy.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. But it'll be second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
61, matchbox light.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Hey, seam 6. Go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
Oh, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Rock it. He's checking. Get it.
On first down, Coleman spins away. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brings up a second and 5 at the Buccaneers' 20-yard line.
Mike's 54. Here we go.
Second and 5. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to have a third down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League.
Check 45 to Mike.
He'll drop to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. It's a foot race. 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of the half. To carry that with them, it's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's the part now. Check 99.
Protein spill.
53. Check 53. You're not ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On the toss, here's Allen. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
On the ready.
53 is the mark.
6-6. Pull it high. Play. 53. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one into the hands of Hurd. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check.
Foxtrot. Right. Hit it.
Back to throw. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Coleman. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Catch is made by Hurd. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Ready. 50, plant. You draw forfeit.
Check right 54. Right 54. I'm coming after you.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 54. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Hey, orbit.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Haywood. Clear. Get it.
2nd and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, as the first half is winding down, and the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with a field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Switch. Hey, exit. Now.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Right there.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals.
Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Got it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Let's go.
Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Let's go now. 91. 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, Echo. These babies cry all the way back home.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54.
Shoot.
On third down, Lock. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They will run again with Coleman. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with third and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Hey, come on now, come on now.
Yeah. Hey, Delta.
53 is Mike. Check, 53 is Mike. I got you. Let's go, let's go.
Be careful.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Jones. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Pilot, 64, weak. Ready?
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Locke. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Hurry.
Mike's by four. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Smooth. Hey, Sam off.
Throwing his lock on third down. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 33. They'll run on first down. Jones. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, high 7. Shoot.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
General West. Get it.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here we go. 8 read.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Get him, get him, get him.
Hey. Hey, seam 6.
On third and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Buccaneers have it. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
18 Gator. Bear.
Watch out.
Hustle. 5.
On first down, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Bravo.
That's good. For the Buccaneers.
Check. Lucky.
Block now on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores, that can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 45 to the mic. 45.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Going for Hurd on the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jones. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. And this is caught by Evans. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Locke now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He completes it to Evans. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play.
And my goodness, another interception. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Hey, hold it. Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Locke. He offense. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Haywood! You draw portrait.
Mike 54.
Buzz. Ready?
Throwing now is Lyon. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6. On the screen, this is Coleman. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Hey, Echo.
5'4". Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
I'm here all day. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Hey, Delta.
Hey.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 48 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Jones. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A lot going to throw it here. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 54.
Hey, Zoo.
Switch up, switch up.
54 is Mike. 54 is
Be driven.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 23 yards, the final tally.
Ready up.
53's mine. Check, 53's mine.
So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check 31. Check.
Go. Check, go. Ready.
They'll run it with Coleman. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line.